Then suppose I want to make it to visible in the right side, then I can use margin right auto. See, now in this in my website, when I click it, it is visible. Once I click the toggler button, it is invisible. If you want your items will be visible in the top side, then we have to use this predefined class navbar expand. Here I can use navbar expand MD. MD means medium screen. When you are in medium screen, it will expand it. Okay, but by default it is coming here. I want this thing in the right side. Then here ML auto, MR auto, what happened? Navbar, then just a minute. Navbar nav, okay, navbar nav MR auto. That MR auto will be in that here. Okay, Control X, Control V. Okay, again it is not going to the MR auto. Where I have it. Let me first close this one. Okay. Navbar brand dark MD visit dark toggler button collapse navbar nav MR auto. This is not MR. Okay. Now you can see that it comes on the right side. Okay, but once you decrease the screen size, see, when the screen size decrease, it again becomes the toggler button. But when your screen size increase, once it reaches the medium screen size, your toggler button will be disappear and you will get all the links. Once your screen size is less than your medium screen size, you will get the toggler button. Okay. But for my project, I don't want this link in the top side, because here you can see that I don't have any link in the top side. I just keep inside this toggler button. That's why here I will remove this one. Okay, and I want now let it be. I want this one light. And I don't want the dark background. Okay, I know that you cannot see here. See, this is in black color and you will not get background because I have removed the background, and you will get something like this. Now this is the HTML part we have done. Now we will see how to design it using the CSS. Okay. Here, go to the CSS. See, when you are using CSS, always remember that give the margin and padding of the website, set the margin and padding of the website to 0. Before that, I will explain you what is margin and what is padding. See, the margin is the space between two sections. Suppose you have section 1 and section 2. Whatever space you want to keep between two sections, that is known as margin. Padding is the space between the content of the section with the container. Okay, suppose this is the your container, this blue border, and your yellow border is the content. Then this space is known as padding and this space is known as margin. And always keep your website margin and padding is 0. Why? If you keep some margin and padding of your website, then its look and feel will be different for different website, different device. If you keep it 0, then it will fit to the screen of all the different screens. That's why here in the very first I am writing padding equal to 0. When I write padding equal to 0 means I am providing 0 padding from all the corners, top, bottom, left and right. Okay. Then margin 0. Okay. This is the very basic things you are going to do for any kind of website. After this, what I want to style the header. Where is my header? Okay, this is my header part. Okay, because I have used here section ID header. Then copy this and I have used ID, that's why you have to use the hash symbol. Okay, hash header. Here first I want to give the background. Okay, background. Here I am using linear gradient. A linear gradient means what? You can mix multiple colors and you can rotate it according to your wish. Where I have taken this linear gradient, I am showing you the website where you can get it. CSS gradient. Okay. Here, if you check for the backgrounds, whichever color you feel good, you can click that, and how much degree you want to rotate, you can rotate that. Which part you like, suppose this one I like, then you can copy that CSS and use it in your code. Okay. For that we have to write linear gradient. Okay. Here I am using RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.5, then comma RGBA 0, 0, 0. This is typically we are using for shadow effect. Okay. Then which background image I want to keep, URL. See, my image is inside the images folder. That's why I have to write images / bg2.jpeg. Okay. For better, I just move it to second line. Okay. And here I have to give the height. Then only you can see this image. Height is, suppose I am giving 80 VH. VH is a unit normally used for height, view height. Okay, whatever your view display height, from that it will take 80 VH. Now we will see. Again, what are they? Okay, I will give the background position, center, then background size, cover, then background attachment, fixed. Okay. Why it is not coming? Always my CSS is creating the problem. height 80 VH, background position center, background size. You can add color again. Okay, to add color I will tell you in the respective, suppose here I want to add this color, then simply I just copy the CSS and paste it in Notepad. Okay, and I just take this value and paste it here. Suppose I don't want to use the image, I want to use the color, I can write like this, background color. Suppose let me write background color. Okay, like this you can use, but always my CSS part is always giving me a problem. HADR the CSS I will see here, background okay, it is coming here, background aqua. Just a minute, because my CSS is not working properly, that's why I'm just doing the hit and try. Okay, let me see that background height now it is working. Instead of aqua I am using linear gradient URL. Let me first use the URL image only, images / bg2.jpeg. No, linear gradient not, I just use URL images bg2.jpeg. Background image if I write. Okay, it comes like this. Because why it comes like this, here it is coming like this and here it is coming like this, because this image is not that big to fit this screen. That's why it comes like multiple times. We can solve that this one by writing background position center, then background size cover and background attachment fixed. Now you can see that it takes the whole 80 VH size and it background position is center, background size is cover. That's why it not scattered into multiple images. Noor, now you can understand how to use color. Noor? Okay. Now you can see that here in this website and in this website there is a little different. Here it is very smooth, the image color is very smooth, but here the image is little bit light. Okay, then how I make it smooth? To make it smooth I am using linear gradient. Okay, here I am using linear gradient. Okay, then bracket In linear gradient, I use two colors RGBA 0, 0, 0, comma. How much smoothness you need? I use 0.5. The black color will get 0.5 percentage. Then again 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Okay, now you see that if you want less, if you want more lighter, then you can change this last value, suppose 0.2 and here 0.2, then you can see that it is lesser. Okay, but I am going to use 0.5. Okay, we have added the background image. Now you can clearly see that we cannot able to see this nav bar. We have to style this nav bar. Okay, now after this dot nav bar hyphen nav, because this is the class. See, we are going to first style this list items. That's why the class name is nav bar nav. Okay, then inside that what I want to style this A element. This A element is under which element? Li element. That's why what I have to write here, dot navbar hyphen nav space Li space A. Okay, then this A I want to see in the right side. Okay, that's a float right. Then color I want to show, make it as white, but always remember to use important. Important is used when you are trying to override some default color. See, this is inside the navbar nav class, that's why its default color is black. We are overriding that default color to white, that's why we must use the important. Just see here now, you can see this is now home about us feature courses team is in white color, but if I remove this important, let me remove it and again refresh. Okay, here it is coming, but normally sometimes it cannot able to override the default color. That's why always it's better to use important. Okay, then I will change this logo color. Okay, that is inside what? Navbar brand. Okay, this one. Copy this and dot paste. And what color I want? I want this width will be 150 pixel, then margin left 30 pixel, and color again white, again I am using important. Okay, now it color becomes white and from left it takes 30 pixel margin. Okay, now you can see that this toggler button is black. I don't want this default toggler button, I want to change this toggler button. Okay, then for all the items I am using this particular website to get all the items. See, Font Awesome. For icons I am using Font Awesome. Okay, it will provide all the icons whatever you want to use in your website. But use this Font Awesome, first you need to include this particular path inside your head part in your HTML file. See, in your here just search Font Awesome 4.7 CDN. 4.7 CDN. Okay, and click the first one. Click the first one and copy this. Okay, this is copy, then go to your HTML and go to this particular link part. Okay, inside the head just write link and inside the H reference paste it. Okay, now you are ready to use the Font Awesome. Now I need Font Awesome icons. Here instead of CDN, just use icons and again click the first one. Okay, here which icon I need? I need bar. You can see that this bar I need, then I just click that. You have to copy this and where you have written span, just delete the span and paste that icon. Okay, save it. Okay, I have to color it. This icon has come, but I have to style it little bit. Then how can I style? Dot navbar toggler. This is my navbar toggler. I don't need any border, none. Then I don't need any outline, that also none. I just use important and here also important. Then nav dot fa hyphen bars. Okay, that bar color I need white color. Okay, color white. You can also directly write the color white. I am using the code font size 26 pixel. Okay, now you can see the toggler button changed and there is no outline, there is no border and its color is white, and once you click you will get this links. Okay, like this. I just changed it to capital letter. You can also style that, but here itself I just changed to capital letter. Home and this about us, then features, then courses, then team, then contact us. Okay, it look like this. Okay, then I want to change this font. This is the default font. I want to use some other font. To use different font, I am using Google Fonts. Okay, Google Fonts. Go to the Google Fonts here. Here you can search what type of font you want. Suppose here I am using Poppins. Click this one. In the Poppin fonts, which font you want? Suppose I want this one. Select the style. In right side, click embed. This one you want to include in CSS. Okay, copy. Go to the index.html and paste it here. And this one you want to include in StyleSit. Okay, here all the fonts I want in Poppin. Okay, now we will see that. Okay, its font get changed. Okay, all of you understand? Name of the program is a 2-course engagement. How can I know value of this offer? Okay, I will tell. Nadine, can you repeat your question? I didn't get your question. Nadine? Can you repeat your question? What you want to ask?